plummets 31% in biggest drop since Gulf War as Saudi cuts spark all-out price war. Oil markets tumbled the most in decades overnight on Sunday. The sell-off was fueled by sinking demand due to coronavirus concerns.
Here's a summary of the article.
Oil futures tumbled 31% in a matter of seconds overnight on Sunday, their sharpest decline since the Gulf War in 1991. The losses are being fueled by sinking demand due to coronavirus concerns, which has in turn sparked a series of price cuts. Saudi Arabia slashed its prices by the most in at least 20 years over the weekend. Talks broke down after Russia refused to meet Saudi Arabia's request for output cuts, which would boost prices. Goldman Sachs analysts have warned that the price of oil could tumble even further, to $20 a barrel. The drop follows an oil prices plunge on Friday amid concerns that coronavirus will slash demand for fuel. The latest development comes after OPEC warned on Thursday that it expects global oil demand to increase by 480,000 barrels per day this year, less than half its 1.1 million barrel per day estimate in December.
This post received a score of 15,256, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Also, Wall Street is headed for a bloody massacre.
Any recent info?
Futures are down 1,000 points. So, more of the same.
Dow futures down 1150 as of this posting.
1225 as of right now, and I just checked it 20 minutes ago at 1106. Shit's gonna get crazy tomorrow.
1250 now.
Fuck. I'm not an investor, but I follow the markets just out of a kind of sick fascination, and I don't think I've seen a pre-market point drop like this before. It wasn't this bad last week, IIRC.
Yeah, this looks not great. It is indeed a huge move for pre-market trading, and the virus isn't going away anytime soon.
This is great for us who are sitting on cash. I am keeping a close eye on gold. This could be the rocket fuel.
You would want to get into gold now if you think it will rocket upwards. Personally, I'm just waiting for the drop-off to end before jumping into stocks that will inevitably bounce back.
Oil prices are a complex issue. This price drop will make all that Canadian and North Plains oil too expensive to pump and cause a massive drop in employment in the North American oil industry. At the same time, it makes green energy less competitive. Don't start cheering for cheap gas just yet, it will cost you a lot more than you realize.
Alberta's gonna get FUUUUUCCKKED. They're already struggling and have done nearly zero to diversify their industry beyond oil and gas. To the contrary, they've spent the last year or more doubling down on oil and gas.
I fear looking at Calgary.
I'm sure it'll be a shit show of blame and denial.
The one thing we can be sure of in these dark times.
Surely I can blame Trudeau for this, right? Someone tell me how I can blame Trudeau for this.
I mean, people blame him for everything else, so why not? Fucking Trudeau.
He probably took the oil for his face.
Let's be clear, this is due to a spat between Saudi Arabia and Russia. Russia wouldn't agree to production cuts as part of OPEC, so Saudi has slashed prices and promises to pump oil. This means that it can all be reversed quickly if Russia and Saudi make a deal. Of course, if a deal isn't made, I'm not so sure I feel that bad about Russia and Saudi going broke.
Greater than Russia wouldn't agree to production cuts as part of OPEC, so Saudi has slashed prices and promises to pump oil. Just to point out that Russia is not part of OPEC, although it does participate in some OPEC meetings as an observer.
PSA, this is going to cause what looks like a terrifying drop in your portfolio. Despite that, don't sell, hang on to your assets. Fundamentally, the markets will stabilize.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.